All right, so we're gonna do this, but first I had to show you Mitch because I got him this super classy turtle. He burrowed tortoise enclosure so I can just leave him outside on nice days. No, yep, there he is. He's very excited about being outside. There you go, Mitch. Okay. Now that we've seen Mitch, now we can do what we want. Okay, so we're gonna film this way because I have found that whenever I'm trying to do like a full body discussion smoke thing, it just like, it gets cut off if I do it the other way. Beep. There we go. Put tights on and everything. Look. Okay, so, whoa. This isn't Patreon or OnlyFans. I just caught my tights on this. But I don't want to catch the dress. Okay. Dress. Okay. I think you're too far away to hear me talk. Probably not too far away to hear the stupid fucking dog barking though. Is that better? There we go. The shoes aren't a big part of this anyway. They're just regular black flats. Okay. So we got this. And I remembered the good V cutter. Because, you know, the shit rattling around in here. It works sometimes. Man, this thing is frightening. But awesome. Whoa. Okay. So, it could be more frightening if I were a guy. Okay. I don't know what this wheel is for. It doesn't really turn, so okay. Oh my God, is this gonna be the first time I've ever had a properly cut? There we go. Oh my God, look at how clean that is. That is so much better than cutting it with a knife. Like, I'm surprised that it's so much better than cutting it with a knife. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put, I was going to put this video after the unboxing of these cigars and this dress, but I think I'm actually gonna put this video first because I think more people will be interested in the cigar thing. But I love the unboxing too. I love unboxing videos, but since I'm doing them all and doing the unboxing and the smoking video in one, we'll just put it together. Out of order. Because we can. Okay. Ooh, so that's what kind of cigar this is. Looks a lot like Romeo and Juliet. It doesn't have a sheet or anything, and I didn't Google it first because I don't. I always just guess at what the flavors and scent is, and then check, but I guess we'll never know now. It's not really oaky at all, which if we read the description, it'll probably be like #1 flavor is oak. It tastes like peppery to me, and it's crazy mild. easier to inhale than a cigarette, so that's nice. I like that. It's not fruity at all. It's not clovey at all. It's just like good, true, really mild tobacco. That's my take on it. We'll see. I guess I'm not even gonna look it up because it'll hurt how wrong I am, but that's my opinion of it. You gotta pair a fine cigar with the correct drink. I should be drinking some really nice red wine, but it's what, 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Let's not quite do that. I bought tomato, you can't see them. They're right there, and I'm not gonna lean up because I'm pretty sure I ripped a hole in my ass on this chair. Not on the dress, but on these ties. So, I'm not gonna lean over and get the tomato plants, but they exist. So I went to Burlington Antique Market this past Saturday, and it was so weird because I went super early for like you could pay like $2 more and get in early bird, which is normally like vendors looking for things, but I wanted to see stuff early too, so I did that. I woke up at 5 a.m. and it was really dead to begin with, and actually this area is so strange because it like got to the 70s, but there was ice on everything when I first got there because the sun was like not quite up yet, and it's just weird how it's like the desert. It's like hot during the day or warm during the day, and then just like freezing at night. But it was like an hour north. There hadn't been ice on anything in my area, which is why I've been planting things. I've been breaking the Kentucky rule of you don't plant anything before Derby. Derby's the first weekend of May, but I had to push my luck a little bit because I'm antsy to get things in the ground. Where was I going with this? Anyway, it was fun to go, and as the day went on, there were so many people. It just felt like an event that none of us have really seen in a good year, you know. But it was really nice, and you know, to be outside, and it warmed up, but just to see the life and everything going on that you haven't seen in a while. So that was really, really nice. I definitely want to go to the one next month. Oh, this might be the most evenly lit cigar. I mean, I know it's still not perfectly even, but this might be the best job at lighting a cigar I've ever done. Practice. Something came from practice. Oh, and in the unboxing video that I'm going to put after this, there's a reason I'm wearing a black bra with a white dress. Just ignore that it's like that. I would not, if I were going out, I would not do this. I would do the tights and the shoes, but none of that. But we're such good friends, and we're so laid back with each other. It's fine. Yeah, this has some like give. The last one I did on the back porch was like solid, and like if I pushed it, it was like crunch. That was not a good cigar. This is a good cigar. I can tell the difference. gas station cigars that you buy in a 4-pack for like $4.95. I would guess hit or miss, mostly miss. This, nice. You have to be a real connoisseur to know that. This thing is so heavy and vaguely scary. I really want to know what this little wheel is for. I cannot. Oh wait, it does turn. What does it do? What difference does it make? Does it make it less? Huh. I don't know. I don't know what that is. If you tighten it, it still pops out, so it's not like a safety feature. I don't know. Feels very powerful. Like a remote. Powerful remote that cuts cigars. Motorcyclist and a cop falling right behind. I love the frills on this dress. It's so nice. Yeah, I don't think cigars get much milder than this. I just refilled this, so it's full of energy. Burning really well. Yeah, and I could smoke multiple of these in a row. That's how mild it is. And it is so much nicer when there's a clean cut and it doesn't flake off in your mouth as you're smoking it. Neighbor car. I'm not doing anything weird. Just dressed up smoking a cigar. The mail lady already went by, so we're good. Just my neighbors. So wonder what the hell I'm doing. I got catnip this year. It's in a pot right there. It's labeled catnip, just in case the cats want to read it. And I got these little herb labels. And wrote catnip. But as soon as I got the plant, I put it in front of the 3-legged cat, and she lost her mind. I had never seen a cat actually with catnip before, and she like knocked it over and was rolling on it. I thought she was going to kill the plant, so I had to like hide it from her. But now it's a little bigger and healthier, and is it like, I think it's supposed to be like a drug for cats, right? I got the feral cats that hang out on my porch drugs. I also got peppermint and spearmint. For the mint juleps, I'm absolutely not going to make for Derby because mint juleps are the second grossest alcoholic drink I've ever had. The first was absinthe, which was so bad. I ordered it at a restaurant. It was so bad. I don't even know if you can call what I took from it a sip, but I asked, and it smelled so bad just being on the table. I had to ask the server to just take it. I was like, it's fine, I'll pay for it. I'm not going to be able to eat my food if I can smell this drink. It was that strong. And it even had like the sugar cube melted in it and stuff, and it was still just, I am not a fan of black licorice. As we know, Kelly and I tried those foreign licorice candies. I couldn't do it. The absinthe is like concentrated black licorice. Maybe people who eat the black licorice candy regularly would be like all about absinthe, but I'm not. Anyway, mint juleps are disgusting, which is a born and raised Kentuckian, and probably lose my Kentucky card for saying that, but it's just like a mixture of all these horrible flavors that shouldn't be together, and then everyone has to drink them at Derby and like pretend that you like them, but I don't know. Kelly probably likes them because she actually likes the taste of alcohol, but I don't even know how you can acquire that taste. Like, I guess peppermint schnapps are fine. I mean, I wouldn't drink them now, but like in college. So I guess that's mint and alcohol, but it's not the same thing at all. I've even had them done like the right way, like where you drink it out of the silver plated Derby cup and stuff, and it's like, it's cool because it has like the condensation all around it, and it like looks so refreshing with the little sprig of mint, but could not do it. Well, these tights lasted a long time. Too hard on things. I almost just tasted some apple. Is that in my mind? I feel like I'm one of those wine snobs who's like, it has a, I don't know. I like wine a lot. I just feel silly talking about it. Sometimes. If I'm with someone who is not stuffy about it, it's very pleasant, but it's very similar to me when you talk about the flavors coming out of the cigar. I think I've inhaled every one of these. Every time well, it shouldn't be so damn mild and tasty. And it wouldn't get inhaled so much. I'm flavor shaming the cigar. Yeah, it's 61 outside, but it feels warmer than that right now. And I'm not even in the sun. Interesting. I know this is probably all in my head, but sometimes I hold Mitch and I look into his little face, and I'll like wink, and then he'll wink back, and we'll like go back and forth with different eyes, and he'll match me. And if I open my mouth and go like, he'll do it back. And I just wasn't expecting that. I guess I was just expecting it to kind of be like Winifred the Toad, or like Lenore my tarantula, like, you know, like they know that you exist, kind of, but like there's not much going on up there. Seems like Mitch has thoughts. I don't know. The other night he fell asleep on my chest while I was watching a movie. getting very attached. It's good that he's going to live like 50 years. And by then, I can imagine how attached I'll be. Sweet. He just looks so angry, which is even more endearing. The mail lady's coming back. She's driving the truck. I guess she's depositing individual packages. Oh no, am I getting one? Shit. Shit. Nope. I mean, I love packages. I avoid the mail lady. She talks a lot and she has a lot of questions about what I'm doing. And I used to think that she would judge me whenever I'd be sitting on the porch smoking and then she'd deliver the mail. But the other day, I saw her drive by and she had a cigarette sticking out of her mouth. So it's all good. It's camaraderie now. This is a really nice cigar. There's all these little medals on it. This is a totally different animal than the last one I smoked. Yeah, so much for it being really even. That's just my fault. I just can't seem to get it right. Bringing his trash cans in. Part of me is like, I wonder what the neighbors say about what I do on the front porch. Do they even notice? They might not notice. And then part of me is like, whatever. I'll stay out of you yelling at your kids. You stay out of all the things you see on the floor. The other night, the chick was coming out the front door and she was already in the process of screaming as she left. And she was like, I just want to have one night without a fight. And I'm like, holy shit, they're nightly fights? That sounds exhausting. I avoid her. Even just smoke getting in your eyes isn't harsh. This might be the most mellow cigar ever. When I see this, it just looks like a nurse's uniform, but it's not. I love this dress though. I will wear this a lot. It's so flowy. Do not want ash on it. That would be bad. Does it matter which way you have the cut when you inhale? I generally always do it like that, like up and down, but is it okay to do? I guess it doesn't make any difference. You're gonna get the same amount of smoke either way. Break that part off. It's probably really bad form. It's less pointy. As long as it doesn't have the dry scent on it. I love my grandmother's ring, but I have to be very careful this time of year because I get into the habit of digging without gloves on when I'm planting things, and that would wear it down real fast. The family heirloom things, I used to be very split about them because like I feel like they've been around so long that it's like I'm just like a caretaker. It's like partly my responsibility to make sure that it lasts to the next person. But then it's like if everybody feels that way about it, no one ever really gets to enjoy it. So now I try to like use things that I have like that. Like I have my great grandmother's pocket watch. And my last house, I had it under a glass dome, like cloche thing with a little like thing holding it. I need to do that again. I was just like disproportionately scared of like somebody breaking into my house and taking that pocket watch. So like it's always been when my dad had it. My dad didn't have it. My grandparents gave it directly to me. But I think when they had it, they kept it in their security box, safety security box. It's like if you're not going to enjoy it, then it's like it went through a whole generation without being appreciated. So I wear my grandmother's jewelry. My other neighbor. I think that's what's happening. Nope, he's looking to tell me. That's creepy. Yeah, I definitely ashed too much of that because the ashes are still smoking, so that means I knocked off an active part of those. I was just trying to get it more level. My neighbors are out. I'm slightly embarrassed. Definitely apple. Almost like apple cidery. I think that's cool because you can really see how the cigar is wrapped and made. It's all kind of stacked and then like a nickel thickness of multiple leaves on the outside. Looks like the cap has like 3 extra layers on the body of it, which is nice to not have all the unraveling. I should use one of these because I wanted to do I did a driving with a cigar video for Patreon, but I've been wanting to do on the main channel too, and this would be a very pleasant cigar to do that with because you wouldn't have to be picking pieces of tobacco out of your mouth as you're driving. Nice day to just sit and have a cigar. I have 2 nice cigar cutters now. I have a straight one and a V cutter. Maybe the straight one would work better if I were cutting a smaller one, because I don't know. This is an awesome size for this size cigar, but a really little one, I think straight would probably be better. It's always nice to have options. I have some bleeding hearts. Oh no, I meant to break off one and I broke the whole thing. Shit. I also broke off one. They're very soft. They kind of look like little turtles. Or like bleeding hearts. I guess they would look a lot more like hearts if they were red. You see little seeds. They're super soft. Yeah, I broke this whole thing. Didn't I? They don't smell like anything. Pretty. Oh, I should put them in a book just to see how they dry, since I already hurt them. I'll do that. Sorry, plant. It has other ones. Whoa, that was a big breath of smoke. cigar smoke. I also got 2 of these lavender because I plant lavender in my garden. I always end up planting like 4 or 6 of them because I do them evenly on either side of the walkway. And they always die. The only one I've ever been able to plant and have live is one over there that I bought one of because it was really expensive for a plant. I think it was like 35 or something, which just seems like a lot for one plant. These were 6. But I went to a nursery in Lexington in Frankfurt with my sister yesterday. They have a really big selection of plants, more than most nurseries, and they had a bunch of different kinds of lavender, and I don't know what that kind is that hasn't died, but this one had a lot of, I think it had like 7 or 8 different kinds of lavender, and this is the one that was like super hardy in all kinds of soil. So I was like, maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one that won't die. So I bought 2 of them, and we'll see. I'll have to Hidcote, Hidcote lavender. We'll have to see, because if this is the one that doesn't die, I'm going to plant a shitload of it next year. The front yard is just a graveyard for lavender. Lavender graveyard. Lab yard. Graver. Graven. I'm seriously caught on this chair. Oh my god, I can feel how shredded the tights are. Damn. Oops. Did I get ash in my hair? Oh no. I'll look back and be like, a ton of ash on the tip of my nose all the time. Oh, I watched this movie from the 80s that I had never seen before called The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy, and I loved it. It was exactly the kind of 80s humor that I like, and I don't know how I hadn't seen it yet, but in the movie there is this like half dragon lady, and for most of it Eddie Murphy's talking to her, and through like a silhouette of like a silk screen, and she's smoking, but it was like really hot because you see a little silhouette of her little dragon scaly ear things. Whatever. I don't know what parts. Does it really matter what you call the different parts of a mythical creature? But it was cool because she was part dragon and she was like exhaling smoke. It made me think that would be a really freaking cool role play video. But just like the way it streamed out was really hot. I liked it. And then of course at the end he sees like what she actually looks like it's the horrible 80s CGI of like dragon body. But through the silhouette of the screen thing, that part was cool. And 80s CGI is cool in its own way, in that it's funny. Next door neighbor coming home, even more obvious when I'm doing things. It's fine. We're not squirm a little bit. What's the point? Backing up from the grocery store, and I'm just they must not think I'm that crazy because they let their little girl come over and play in the playground in my backyard. So, and they like the little girl. So that must mean they kind of like me. Even though I have my own little things, they see me walk back from the detached garage with thigh-high leather, high heels on, tripod. So, to each their own. It's the best neighborhood you can ask for. The racing lawnmower neighbor. And you know what? I never actually see him mow his lawn, and I think it's because his lawnmower is so fast that he can mow it like under 5 minutes. That's my theory. It's already been mowed like a couple of times and just haven't caught it. Faster than the blink of an eye. I think they're bringing their groceries in their back door instead of their front door, which is what they normally do. I wonder if it has something to do with what I'm doing, which if it does, is downright thoughtful. I mean, I don't care if they carry them in their front yard, but giving me space, downright thoughtful. Gosh darn. I keep trying to get this tip down. Could just be like, I'll finish this cigar on my own, but like I'm having fun hanging out with you, so we're gonna smoke the whole thing. This really is so much more like a Patreon video than a normal video. Stubby. I will call you Stubby. Rocks. And I'm rocking over a power cord that's going to the cat's heated house that I bought them last fall, and I only saw the black cat used once because it's so much preferred to just sleep out in the cold, I guess. Stupid animals. It has a fuzzy little bed. It has a roof. But I can definitely unplug that now. I don't know, it's still being cold. Not nearly as cold as winter though. And it's not like you use it. Three-legged cat is laying over there in the sun. With its little withered arm tucked up and cleaning the sun. I want to cut its nails on its hurt leg, but I don't think it, well, I guess it's not hurt, but the malformed leg, because, you know, those nails can't wear themselves down on their own, and so they're really long, but that cat would not let me do that, I don't think. I think I would get shredded to bits. I always thought that if I could have a superpower, I'd always want to have like a healing superpower, but being able to talk to animals would also be pretty fucking sweet. Because I bet they are cool. I mean, cats probably are kind of jerks, but dogs, they have a really amazing outlook on life. Although my pug that's only interested in male genitalia, I think that word just runs through his head all the time. And then around 4 o'clock it's food, 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 but then I think it goes back to the other word, so that might not want to have too deep conversations with him. But Sophie, the big yellow dog, might be a little deeper. Probably be a lot like the movie Up and the golden retriever Doug that's like, I love you. That would be really nice. But then I already have a lot of animals, but if I could talk to them, I would like have so many animals. Winifred would be like, crickets, 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 crickets. Lenore wouldn't say anything to me. It'd be really interesting to know what Mitch thinks. He'd probably just constantly tell me to put him outside. He had his little back legs sticking out, and his little front legs sticking out, and his shell was just fully in the sun. He was just sunning earlier. It was so cute. I just love grumpy looking creatures. I think that's why I love elderly pugs so much, because their faces almost look like melted from all the wrinkles and then all the gray fur, and they look so grumpy and cute, and I love them. I don't wish my 2 pugs' lives away, but I will certainly appreciate when they look like grumpy old men. Especially Edgar, because he's all like jet black right now, but when the darker colored pugs, like the black ones and the, what is it, the other, like brindle, whenever they get older, they get all white fur on their face first, but then their whole bodies, and it is so cute. And then they're really just good for laying on pillows, and that is fine. That's what they can do. Like Noodles, whenever I adopted Noodles, when he was 13, I was like, well, I'll give him he was so old, and I was like, I'll give him the next 6 months or however long he lives, like a good little retirement home for him. And then he lived 3 years, and I like to think it was because he was happy. And the end of his life was pretty easy. Oh, UPS person delivering. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. Crisis averted. Okay. Don't go out on me. We're going so well. So, you know, the state that Benjamin Franklin wanted the national bird to be a turkey instead of an eagle. I think that would have been really funny because every Thanksgiving we'd be eating the state bird. It'd be like everyone eating an eagle for Thanksgiving. Oh, it was random, but the bird going by made me remember that. I'm filled with turkey facts. Whoa, looks like a little angel. What? Okay. Well, under its petals, it actually has a complete art. Uh-oh. Oh, well, damn. I pushed my luck. I'll try the other ones. Oh my god. It's too hard to do through the ash. Sorry, I don't normally spit when I smoke. I just got like way too much alcohol, way too much tobacco in my mouth. It's very unladylike. That is more like it. That is actually a little bit floral. Sometimes cigars taste almost like carbonated to me, like bubbly. And this, it's not the drink, because the drink's not carbonated. But cigarettes don't do that. Yeah, it was just that it didn't want to relight through the ash. Fair enough. Stubby. I really tore these up. Good. First time I wear them. Just pay more attention to where I sit. There are such an abnormally high number of vehicles that have various flags attached to the back of them. I don't think any other country does that. There's a house for sale down the corner, and people are looking at it right now. It's one of the fill-in houses because this street is in the historic district, but some of the lots used to be double lots, like mine. So the house that's on that side is what used to be part of my yard. And so they, over time, some of the double lots broke up, and well, now there are no double lots left, and there were houses built. So it'll be like super old house, 50s house, super old house, 70s house. That one's 90s. This one was like 15 years before I moved in. That happened. And I don't wish anyone to be injured, but before that house sold, when it was just sitting there, I was kind of hoping something would happen to it, like a tornado that just affected that house. And then I could reclaim the land and have a very big yard. So many tomato plants, so many pugs. Alas, now there's a family living in it, and I don't wish anything bad to happen to it now, but oh well. We're getting there. Together. Mr. Stubbs. I like that you can still see the tobacco leaves, veins, and like all the textures of the leaf in the ash. Feels very natural. I know I've given advice on how to French inhale before, and I know my advice is great because it's always breathe through your mouth and then breathe in through your nose, but it must work because I know people have been able to do it from that advice, and that's the only advice I got whenever I was learning how to French inhale, and I figured it out. It's actually that simple. You just have to do it enough to get used to it. But I've heard it burns some people's nose, but maybe my nasal passages are just like Teflon coated or something, because it doesn't bother me at all. I don't know. Keep trying to make it flatter, which is good because it would probably be at it's almost at a complete dry. No, but it would be even worse if I hadn't been trying to fix it each time I ash. thank you for hanging out with me. And if you keep watching, you'll see me unbox stuff. So thank you. And the ending is in the middle of the video. I'll see you next time, or in 2 seconds when I unbox this. Bye.